When I go, your timing is impeccable. I just. Yes. Right now, Frux is sending out all of the invites for people to come here and join us.
Yes.
Yeah. Let everyone know that we're live.
I'm gonna have to set those up possibly, or well, not yet. So we get the full experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember those 3 floating rings in the previous one? Like above here?
Oh yeah, I do.
They're still technically up there. Those are those like golden rings up there.
Yeah, let me look up.
I just left them up there. They're still separate objects. They're just ready for when we need it.
I like that it's like fast spinning, then slow spinning, and then like really slow.
Yep.
Oh, hello.
And also,
look at all the
energy
that just
on the
came
inside
through.
is moving too. Let me just grab my controllers.
We say, we Cybe. Thank you for the follow, and Dovadu, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. Thank you for that, and also hi Rampa, hey to you, we say, and NG going E. Nice to have you guys here. This is a super exciting day today. I'm so happy about this because this is a lot of effort and work that was put into this by our whole team, including even Ryuvi as well, of setting up this whole experience. We had the help from Lewis for sounds, Coffee for icon design, and also help with UI X and a whole bunch of. Oh, thank you for the bobblehead, Frogs. Joshibo, what's up? Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Nice to have everyone here. I hope you're having an amazing Friday so far. Cheered 100 at MTC Revamp Pog. Nice. Yes, it's very Pog, and thank you for the 100 bits for thank you for that, Mora. Right now, Frox is sending out all the notifications to let everyone know on all of our social media sites as to what's going on, so everyone can see. But it's going to be a really exciting.
More assets that I got.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty exciting stream, you guys, because right now we are going to be able to have an improved out new user experience, which I think has been asked by the community a lot. And I really want to be sure that when new users come inside of here, they have a really detailed out guide to really help them to understand just the core basics. So even if somebody was completely new to VR, they would still understand these core basics, and then they would be progressing off through the doors to figure out some other extra things, which we're planning on revamping out all the other rooms, and there's going to be a lot more work that's going to be done out with the whole MTC experience. And yeah, I'm very excited about it. Mentalist seems hyped about it as well. All the pogs in chat. should I just bring out the pog popper before we even begin? Because it's a pretty great tutorial.
Tutorials.
Yes. And eventually, yes, yeah, excellent, you guys. Also, Moore, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for that. Sea Flare, hello. Oh wait, that's the Vig Popper. Sorry. It's kind of hard for me to tell which is which. Okay, there you go. I mean, they are named, but that one, it's like, I just clicked it and spawned it out. Woof! Nexi Zen, thank you so much for the follow. Your name is like so similar to mine, because mine's Nexulan. That's funny. You're like, Nex. Look. Oh, and your name is green, too. Good color, my dude. Good color.
Let's do all this project.
Hello.
Hello, Frooks. Welcome.
Hello. I have obtained a pizza.
I'm the new Nexanius. Oh, yeah. I've met you. I actually have added as a friend. Here inside Neos. Blue Boy Blitz, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. It's nice to have all of you guys here. We're going to start discussing pretty soon about what we have behind us, and I'll probably be moving the camera forward there in a second, but I just want to be sure that a whole bunch of other people come inside of here and kind of can watch on stream and see this really awesome new tutorial experience that we have here inside of Neos. And I think this is going to make it so it's much easier to bring in new players inside of here and really get comfortable and realize, oh, you know, it isn't just a platform for just creators. It's also a platform for anyone. It can be a platform for students. It could be a platform for teachers. It could be a platform for, different individuals that want to have different outcomes of anything that they would want to use VR for, just like how we use the internet. And... oh, and Frox is also bringing in some videos.
Yes.
Are we going to be able to come in and see it? Absolutely. We later on during the stream, after we're done doing kind of like our own walkthrough, you guys will be able to come inside of here and I'll be able to send direct invites, but we won't have the world open. It'll still be set to private, so then that way that the stream doesn't have too many people just flooding in here. And we have like a set amount, so you can just request me for an invite at the time when I say that it's okay to request, but don't send me a request right now. Oh, thank you, sir. What's that?
The messages do things now.
Yeah, the messages do things. They actually send like little noise notifications now, right? Spam. Yeah, did you guys hear that sound on my side? I don't know if they can hear on my side. They probably can.
Yeah, if you hear it, they will hear it.
Okay. But yeah, I kind of like that for voice messages and yeah, like when you've received that sound effect was if you've received money or received NCR or received at KFC. I like that.
Or sent. Or withdrawn.
And those are
these are just like temporary ones.
Oh, and those are
these are just from.
But you could set whatever sound that you would want to it, possibly, yeah.
No, they're not fixed. So like essentially, these are just like from a public library. So these are like free sounds, like from a website. We don't have like our official custom ones yet, but these are just for the time being. So there's like some sound.
Nice, awesome. Yeah,
but the custom ones will come at a later point.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. It sounds like natural. Also, Salvador,
yeah,
thank you so much for the follow, and Hopolis, thank you for the follow as well. Nice to have you guys here. Oh, and an invite sound. That's an invite sound that you guys just heard. Could you actually send me another one so that they can hear it better? So that's the sound that you would hear if you got an invite, and you'll also see it like a notification. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's horrible if you get spammed invite. You just sent me like 10 invites and that's what it sounds like. Anyways, so thank you, Trish, for the follow as well. Thank you so much.
I've weaponized beer.
You've weaponized beer?
Yes.
Don't give him ideas.
Horrible. I'm guessing there is a way to turn off UI sounds as well, or actually, there's already UI sounds.
Like a user interface.
Yeah, the user interface sounds. Yeah, okay. But actually, I like those ones. I'd actually keep them on because I kind of like that. At least if somebody doesn't spam invite me. So actually, do you want to show off your video first of like what you kind of done out for the first, really what the new user is going to be seeing right when they first start up Neos and kind of, you know.
So this is essentially like whenever a new user comes in, this will open automatically for them. It's sort of like a welcome guide for the dash. It blocks all the other things, so like they cannot close the dash, they cannot switch around their screen, just so it's kind of like contained. And it will like walk them through like the basics just to make sure like their voice is working, make sure they have an account and so on. You can actually force it, like if you use the Neos launcher, there's a forced start tutorial. So if you want to try it out and see how it is in the state, like we can try it even on existing accounts. But normally it opens automatically only for new users. So you get like the screen.
NJ, thank you for the follow.
And start. First it offers you to select a language. So like if the Neos, it should automatically detect your system language, but if it's a different one, like you can just change it.
Also, just so you know, Frox, your microphone's doing that thing where it does the high-pitched squeaky squeak.
Oh.
I just thought you should know that before you know, but it's like...
Hold on. I'm just gonna fix it quick.
Here we go. This is why I don't mention it, because... Laz says, I actually
As
got...
the Vive drivers, like
Oh yeah,
they
I
do
know.
tend to do this.
Laz says, I actually got super hyped when I heard Neos is streaming. Oh, good. I'm glad that you're getting hyped up. Because this is a really awesome stream because it's basically going over polishing out the new user experience and making sure that people feel comfortable when they come inside of here. And I think the way that we redesigned the environment, which we'll be showing off later on in the stream, it'll really show why it's very comfortable in this space and it doesn't feel like claustrophobic or like robotic or sterile. It has like kind of like plants inside of here and, you know, waterfalls to keep it tranquil and calm. So it's really good. Would you like
Is
to...
it good now?
Yeah, it sounds perfect now.
Okay, so like they will essentially be able like to choose like a different language if Neos isn't the wrong one, but by default like it should I'm just bring it up a bit. It should like use the whatever your system is.
Yeah, so right
but
now
the cool
he's
thing
selecting the language.
The cool thing is, if you select the language now, it actually shows the credits. So we had like many amazing people in the community contribute, and Neos is available, I think, in like 18 languages now, and like 2 variants. I have to like count them again. But there's a lot of languages, and a lot of people like spend their time like contributing translations. So I wanted to like make it like really known like who actually made a particular translation. So like if you click on one, it'll like list all the users. Then if you are running in screen mode, because we don't officially support screen, I just want people to be aware that like screen mode is not officially supported, it's gonna be janky and so on. So it's just like warning. If you're in VR, you won't see this warning. And then this is the important thing, you'll be able to test the audio device. You can select, you can see if your voice is working, you can even click check microphone, so it'll play it back to you.
And the reason why that's so nice, you guys, is you're actually able to have the microphone set up to where you can hear your own voice. So if you're hearing your own voice where you're trying to like make sure that your microphone is okay and working, it's very nice to have that because a lot of new users, when they would come in here inside of Neos, they'd be using the wrong microphone. Then we'd have to explain to new users how to get their microphone set up so they can actually talk. This way they can actually hear their own voice beforehand, and it shows a nice equalizer of what microphone sounds best. So pretty good for that.
They will have maybe show it like in the dash as well, like how it looks. Because like you can access the audio selection in the dash.
Yeah, I have to render my private UI. So if I select audio input device right now, I can even click check microphone. Hello? So
down here, tune excellent.
Yep. And basically that's what it'll kind of be like. Here, let me de-render my private UI though, because it looks weird on the camera. There we go.
And then there's like another important part is like it will recommend them to create an account. So the user they can like fill out the information, create an account if they don't have one. If they already have an account, they can also register. And then there's like a tiny option is if they really want to go without an account, they can click this, and it'll even ask them like if they really want to skip it.
Basically, what we're trying to say is if you're using Neos, you probably should make an account. It's a really good thing. Also, Jack, and thank you for that tier 1 subscription. But yeah, you need an account to use your inventory, you need an account to add people as a contact, and you need an account to make worlds. So, you know, having an account for Neos, definitely make one. It's free. You know, we don't charge.
It's very beneficial.
Yeah, and you get 1 gigabyte.
And you get 1 gigabyte of storage.
Yep.
Yes.
Which is quite cool.
There are also improvements like to this thing. So, like, for example, once you like register a new account, before you have to click on the email and then you have to like log in into the account, like type everything again. Now, once you register your account, it'll automatically log you in the moment you click the email, so you don't even have to like do anything extraneous. So just to kind of like simplify the flow for users and reduce. So I'm just gonna log into existing account in this case.
Woo!
Oh no!
I got zipped.
Zipped. And once you finish, like it'll offer to begin tutorial. And this is kind of where this is gonna tie into what we're gonna be showing in this world. And these are actually they have 2 choices. Like they can choose to start the experience as private, or they can make it public. And if it's public, the session will essentially appear, and the community members will be able to join and help out the user. But this way, right now it links into the old MTC, but this one is ready. We'll swap it out. But it will essentially give people choice. So like if they want to start the world open, then they already know there are people who might come in, and that way like they won't get startled. If they really want to be alone, like they can choose their option and essentially like they can just learn at their own pace. But we really want most people like to use the public one if they're comfortable with it, and also be aware that it is going to be public, because once you have somebody come in, they can like answer any questions, anything like that the tutorial like doesn't cover. And just generally like show the user around, like show them all the fun things and so on. So, and then essentially like once they select either of those options, this world will load, and it will continue from here.
Yeah, and having we basically thought over the things that would be the most important for new users to kind of take care of and make them fully aware of this is what they need to do, because it benefits them greatly to know these specific things right when they start off. But this is separate though from the actual tutorial to show them kind of like the basics, like how to grab stuff, how to grip things with your lasers, how to use your UI, how to do stuff here inside of Neos, and why it's going to be basically just kind of like the very simplistic stuff. And I think that that's the key core thing that people should be first seeing, and they even have a choice before they enter into this experience if they want other users to be able to join on them, or if they just want to learn alone, because some people, they might feel more comfortable just learning on by themselves, but there might be some people who are like, no, I really want the help from other users, and other users can join inside and realize that, oh, they're inside the NPC and they want people to join. So it's a good thing. And then it makes people feel more comfortable for the experience, and then that there's users that can go through the experience privately, or there's users that can go through the experience publicly. So yeah, very wonderful showing that off. And we also got 78 people here watching. Thank you everyone that's here, because the more viewers that we get, the closer that we can have it to be for partner here on the stream, and that's going to be really great for us and helping out Neos even more. So, and also I have to say again, thank you so very much for all of the people that have supported us out on Patreon so far, because we've actually reached over 10K on the Patreon. I cannot believe that. That's so incredible, and it's all thanks to you guys. You guys are so freaking amazing. And I know that alone is going to be able to really push forward this kind of project and make it really go forward of a virtual universe that we all can enjoy. And really, I can't wait to see what comes from it from the years to come. So it's really amazing. Okay, so let's get it.
Thankful as well.
Yes. Froxanne, Age, and everyone else on our team, thank you guys so much. Also, thank you for the gifted sub, Laz. Yes, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna get right into this and show you guys what we got kind of for the experience. I'll actually even go to a smooth POV to get a better view on it. Keena's like, ah! So right now it says, welcome to Neos, your guide to experiencing the metaverse, and you can click next. And you can see an object spawns out right in front of the user. Anywhere that the user is at, it doesn't matter. They can spawn that object right in front of them, whoever clicks on the next button. And it says pick up objects by grabbing with the grip button and grab at a distance using your laser. Now if you can see, there's a controller layout right here, and this controller layout will be for whatever controller the user spawns into the world as, or it's local. So if a user is using an Oculus controller, it's going to show up as an Oculus controller. If the user is using a Windows Mixed Reality, it's going to show as a Windows Mixed Reality. If they're using right now I'm using an index, so it's showing as an index, and I can see what I'm doing, and it also has a nice video representation, so then if the user is alone inside of here, they can just see a nice silent video demonstrating what they would be doing. So that would be the first thing, and then the next one would be learning how to scale an object. So we'd still have the object, and I'd scale it on. Also, thank you for the follow, Twiz, or Twy. And then if I delete it, it actually even does a nice effect like that, and it respawns out if the page is still requiring that I need the object. But if I go next, I don't need the object anymore, because this one is teaching about hand menus. So then the user can understand, oh, what is this? What does it do? And it says, your contact menu provides quick actions, open or close it by using the B button. And obviously that would be different buttons for other controllers. Laz is saying, that's so good, new people need that exact thing. Yeah, absolutely. And this is covering over quite a lot. And even you guys can even, make recommendations as to what we can add in through as well, which will be very great. And we also have, let me we got the object again. This one is talking about how to destroy and duplicate an object by using the context menu. Also, thank you, Nick, for the follow. So if I duplicate it out, you can see it'll spawn out. And then the user can destroy it. And if they destroy all of them, it's all good because they'll get another one. And then to scale yourself, enable scaling. So this one basically shows off with the context menu. I think this is a very key thing to understand and know, that you can scale yourself up inside of Neos and make yourself as big as you want,
Let's make a
or
probe.
as small as you want. Yep. So pretty handy feature. Usually you need it a lot for kind of like world creation, or even just getting the same eye level as someone else's avatar.
I think we could also set a limit of how much they can scale in this world, just in case.
And Call says it should stay destroyed for a second. It does do that, but that one, for whatever reason, it was kind of a little bit bugged. But well, I'm sure we'll have that fixed before we actually push out the real one, because I kind of saw that myself. But normally it's supposed to actually stay despawned for about 2 seconds, or 2.5 seconds. It stays despawned, but that one seemed a little bit oofed.
Definitely add a scale.
Twice saying, this game is amazing, my mind is blown every time I get on, I love learning more and more things. Oh, absolutely. I'm glad that you're enjoying Neo so much, and I mean, I love it too. I think it's incredible as well.
I'm learning something every day in this game. I can guarantee that for you.
Yeah, me too. So Neos contains different methods of move, so this one also would talk about different like movement types on the hand menu, and now this would also talk about the UI. So you remember before you guys had, like, when you first started off, if there's any previous Neos users here, you started off with your UI open. We're not going to have it to where the UI is open automatically by default, except for setting up for the account or the registration for the microphone. For this, they would learn how to open and close it, because their UI would be closed inside of this world, and then they would learn how to open and close the dash, and really a lot more about for the UI. So, and then this one also explains your home screen and how it contains facets with many features. These include avatar creator, full body calibrator, camera and streaming, and creating a new world. So we didn't want to go too in depth with showing off like everything about facets, but kind of showing like the stuff that you can, the main tools that you can have using facets, as well as with facets you can make whatever you want them to be, and you can create different facets here inside of Neos, which a lot of users already know about, but we kind of wanted to just go over basics. Oh, kind of skipped over. This one also goes over contacts and shows the user how they can access to add a user as a friend. So like, let's say, oh, I came inside of Neos because of yada yada. Well, then they can add them as a user right here and learn how to do that. They can also see that, oh, this is actually a place where I can send messages. Cool, great. Now I can actually type inside of here, and I don't have to use Discord every single time when I'm wanting to talk to people inside of VR. And we can also have voices. Yes, and we have voice messages or sending items as well. For the context, though, very important thing that the new user needs to understand and learn. Inventory. So your inventory is located on your dashboard. To spawn an object, double click it, the item in your inventory. To save an object, hold on to the item and press the green plus sign. And obviously all of this text layout is different for each controller type, and also if somebody's even on desktop mode. If the user is on desktop mode, it's going to tell them to press Control S to save the object.
Holding an object, yes.
Yeah, while they're holding an object. So there's other ways of going about it.
Answer a question that someone put in.
Oh yeah, here,
so
let me put you.
We are going to have a profile system.
Yes.
Yeah, profile respond.
Yep.
Yep.
There'll be a way to see like all the groups that you're in, all the icons you have, as well as like you can.
I think a profile
Wow.
is incredibly important. I think that the way that we're going to have the profile planned out with all of the additional things with it is going to be really awesome. And it will be really nice to be able to see somebody's profile even before you add them as a contact or whatnot. You just remind me why I love this game with this tutorial. I'm glad, Breakpod. And this took quite a lot of work, you guys. Like, I know it seems like simple or easy when it just looks on paper for making out this kind of stuff, or like when you're seeing it this way, but it takes a lot of dedication to make a tutorial of once I've realized it. But I'm just so thankful that I have such an amazing team here with us that can actually like put together these sorts of experiences. But yeah, I'm very excited to actually see what new users feel about it, and any feedback that we get back, we get to make tweaks and changes to this, because guess what? All of this whole tutorial was made inside of Neos. It wasn't made outside or using Unity or whatnot. This was all made using UIX that we've added inside of Neos. So all of this functionality, everything that we've shown, it's all done here in Neos. So we can make any changes to this, any changes to the text, any changes to the tutorial if we want to do fine tuning to it. So it's really great.
Yeah.
It's kind of
This page is
translatable as
showing
well.
the user how to use their file browser or import files externally from your computer.
Yeah. So we got the file browser here where you can learn how to import files, 3D models, images, audio, video, or fonts directly into Neos. Either copy paste the item into the world or find them using the file browser. So it kind of goes
Or
over
drag
that.
and drop from your screen, but
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
copy and paste. Or yeah, drag and drop. And then this also goes over session settings, which we kind of don't go too much into detail with this, just kind of like really skim over, saying that it's basically world settings, permission levels, and settings dealing with other users in the world, or different permissions that they would have. And that can be found in the sessions panel. So kind of basic, they have to kind of like go over through that. And then we also have settings, which you can adjust various settings such as your height, volume, comfort settings, language choice, and more within the settings tab. And we will be updating the tabs for settings so that it actually is laid out for different categories. So everything, including the content, almost everything is going to go through the real UI revamp as from a later date. And then we'll update this panel to match that out as well. Spelling error on height. This is a very true statement.
No, we're actually introducing a new property called height. And they'll be like, excellent.
Well, that's great, because the more eyes that we have, the better. And I guarantee you that will be changed before we push it out too. So thank you, Call. We'll make sure to. We should just have you as our playtester.
The other thing is like this is also gonna be like this is also the text is gonna be put like into the local files. Like the translators they can actually make like translated versions of this. So if somebody like has Neos in Japanese, or they have it like in French or Spanish, this is gonna be in their language.
Absolutely.
And that way also people can contribute like fixes and like if there are like any spellings and so on.
Yeah, I'm using the index mic right now, Nex. Yeah, I'm using the index. But yeah, so that would be said, we're definitely going to make sure to put the E between the I. By and H. Okay. So, and then we got worlds menu, where the new user can actually come inside of here and learn to discover new worlds, new user created worlds, join active users, and explore the metaverse using the worlds menu. So they can kind of see visually how to kind of like type through and go through and see that that's the search bar right up there, and clicking on stuff, and kind of just visually lays out, because you know, you could even be someone who doesn't even speak out for this language if you really want, but it is going to be translated as well. That says, yeah, definitely really, I was surprised as well, it sounds better than my actual headset. Yeah, I mean, the Index has a wonderful microphone.
Yeah.
And a really good audio too. And yeah, and then this would be the end of the experiment, and then as it ends, the whole walls start actually going down, if you guys can see that, and then it slowly starts building downwards after when they've reached the end, and it has basically links out to our Patreon, website, Discord, and Twitch, and basically says, you know, go off and explore, and that's what the new user is going to be able to do, and eventually, you know, these rooms will also be completely revamped for the MTC for different styles for each room. Rampa says there is also a little typo in the dialogue if you are sure to skip account usage, but since it was in the strings, I already fixed that and PR'd it to the latest translations and proof reading fixes. Oh, great.
It is so satisfying watching this thing, like, and boom.
Yeah. And Twice says, this tutorial looks beautiful. Luckily, I was greeted and helped and walked through the basics with me. They are very patient with my slow learning self. Yeah, people here have patient like saints.
Yes.
Oh, and Tosh says just signed up for the Patreon. Thank you so much, Tosh. That's awesome. Welcome. And why don't we travel through inside of the areas, because this kind of got revamped as well. If you guys can hear, there's a new door sound too for that. And we also have fruits that you guys can enjoy. Since you learned about how to grab onto stuff, might as well enjoy some donut fruits.
Perks. We gotta keep those for new users. Stop eating them all.
Yeah, Frox is just
You're
enjoying
not
them.
even finishing some of them. Come on.
Yeah, leftovers. Oh, see, that's his leftover. Oh, there he goes.
Oop. I worked out. Good.
Give him like.
Here, I'll
3
get one of these
minutes
fruits.
and, yeah.
Tastes like cotton candy. New users get
Okay,
leftover
dynamic
Frox fruit. Yeah, we'll have one area that just is demolished, and we'll just have a sign saying Frox is here, or Frox was here.
Ooh.
Remba says, I hope that you kept the MTC BGM. I like the ambience in the original MTC. Yeah, the original ambience, we're not even going to have this on. This is just music for the stream. But we're going to be doing probably quite a bit to different ambiances. But for right now, we probably won't have it as like that soft tone ambiance. We're probably just going to have it as like just a light white noise for the most part. So then, you know, it doesn't distract people. But I really like the original ambiance as well. I think that we can improve it, though, and have some really good different ambiances. Laz says, holy heck, have you guys forgot to feed Frox? That man must seem starved. I mean, Frox is skinny.
You missed one.
Welcome, Veer.
Thank you.
I have actually not had any breakfast, which super smart to start a stream without eating. Oh joy!
There you go. We'll have
I guess
some
I guess I can just have VR fruit, and that's what I'll have right now. Alex says the original ambience was a bit too loud, though. Yeah, it kind of was. Plus, it had that kind of sound effect where it could possibly like put people to sleep. And we don't want that kind of like sound that can have that kind of like tone where it's like really too tranquil that you felt like you were like, you know, going, oh. We don't want like that yawn kind of like feeling, and that's the kind of how the last ambience had. So we just want to like redo stuff to make sure that people are kind of like clear-headed and learning. That's why we even brightened up the space before. If you can see, the space had it to where it was really dark inside of here and almost looked like a nightclub kind of thing. Now it's really bright and looks like you're, you know, maybe like on, you know, land or something like that, because you're seeing the blue skies. We also have some nice water sounds, if you guys can hear that. You guys hear the water? Or the waterfalls? It's only when you get close to it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it got too, I feel like it was too heavy for some people when they got, because then it's like, yeah, it can be like too much. But yeah, we want people to just experience natural sounds like this waterfall, you know? That's a really nice ambient sound as well. Or even we have these flowers right here that you can see they open up to when we get closer to them. So if I start backing away off of them, they're going to start closing up. So you can see that, let me like zoom in on them so you can see they're like fully closed now. And then if I start getting closer, they'll start opening up. So it's a nice like pretty little feature that we added in for the flowers.
Is it sure like
Frox is, people are saying, Chet, don't eat the flowers, Frox.
Well,
Yeah, you can't eat them.
So did they show like the stuff on the ground? It looks really cool.
I'm sorry, Rampa. If anything, we might even have a legacy one just for you. We'll have legacy
Well, we're gonna
MTCs.
publish the old one like in the archive so people
Yeah.
can check it out.
Yeah,
The same way
archives.
like we have like the old hub published as well.
Yeah, exactly. Also, you can see we got a new design here at the bottom floor, if you guys can kind of see that, which looks pretty cool. It has almost like this kind of like energy that it's like gathering up, so then it has a process to teleport you. Plus, the space is a lot more wider. There were some users that even felt kind of like claustrophobic. And now we've widened up the space and added in plants to kind of like, you know, tone it down and make it so that it feels like a lot more calming when the new user comes through here and wants to like, go into different rooms and areas. And did you actually want to talk about the ideas that you had for the different design rooms that we'll be thinking about farther ahead?
Yeah, we can.
Here, so
Let's go to the main room then.
Yeah, let's go to the main room and we can talk about that. Kalza says, how long is this close to being done? Well, this area right here, the only thing that has to be done to it is we're going to set up the teleporters, and we're going to set them out to the rooms that we have currently right now, and then this experience should be released either late Saturday or early Sunday is hopefully our goal as to when this is going to be released out. But we're giving you kind of like a little short preview as to what we have right now, and obviously those fixes that you or that you pointed out, I'll definitely make sure that those get fixed too. So why don't you talk, Aegis, about what you had planned for in the farther future? So the
My bird.
he had it. Also, Blue Boy Blitz, thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription. Thank you for that. So when
The three starting rooms that we're planning on designing is
here,
mainly
come
focusing
on screen.
Oh,
There's
I-
a camera right there.
I thought you were going
let
from your viewpoint, but
Yeah,
okay, that works.
yeah, there you go.
So this room pretty much is the first part of the entire MTC, and there's an actual game-like experience that's going to be added throughout Neos once like there's certain features that we're looking for that are added into Neos itself, like physics and such. But what we're going to be adding right after this is working on a couple of different rooms to show users how to use each aspect of Neos. Say, for example, the first one obviously is avatars. How do you import an avatar? How do you find avatars that people have already made? And of course, we'll have the Neospot in there that people can customize and play around with. And we'll also have like links to worlds and
yeah, but one of the
such.
one of the main things that Aegis has planned out is we're going to be having out a different style of room for each area. So, like for example, we have a creation room now. The creation room would be the area which you'd learn how to use like different tools for building, making different stuff here inside of Neos, and just a room that almost feels kind of like a workshop. And then you would have the avatars room, which would feel almost like a nice, comfortable place, kind of like a place that you would go to if you want to invite friends over. Nice warm colors, and just feels very relaxing, as almost like a nice home environment that would have a bunch of different characters that you could choose from, not just the Neospot avatar, but a lot of different avatars that you could choose using through UIX, and then you'd be able to select those different avatars, because I noticed that most players, when they go through avatars, they want more than just a robot character, and if we have more avatars provided out for them, then they would be able to have different characters that they could select from and just choose from just from that area. And then media kind of goes over where you're wanting to like design that like a studio style, or like it's going to look like a studio room, to where you can use it for streaming, you could use it for learning about how the camera works, learning about how audio works, learning about how to import, all that kind of good stuff.
mainly to show how to use like the picture camera to take pictures, including cutout pictures. To show users how to use the camera streaming tools, whether it be for recording or streaming as well. and to teach the user how to utilize Twitch chat, and even briefly go over like the Twitch API that Neos can use using Logix.
That should be an Easter egg somewhere, just like Aegis behind the door and be like, ooh.
It's gonna be like that Doom 2 final level.
Yeah.
As well as recently, Neos has gotten the ability to record your own microphone within Neos. That'll also be covered as well too.
Yeah, and at least for right now, if people are asking about the desktop side of things, yeah, it will be a little bit more of time probably heading out into the next year where we're actually going to be having a real good revamp of desktop. But it
Well,
is for...
Actually implementing a proper desktop mode in the first place, because the current one,
Yeah.
it's not even... I wouldn't even consider it implementation of desktop mode.
Yeah, it was mostly just made out for desktop just to bug test and
Debug.
and
Debug and development.
Yeah, but that isn't to say that though that we have plans though
my.
for next year, hopefully, where we will have a much better desktop experience, and I guarantee that will be another driving factor that will make the user count just go significantly higher here for Neos for users that are using it, or even just wanting to build with it. Because I can imagine this kind of world where you just take off your headset and then ooh, now you're in a screen mode, and now you can actually edit like as if you were in Unity with like the gizmos and such, like in the proper desktop mode. So yeah, the things that will be, that's why it's like, why make a tutorial now when there's going to be such huge implementations of the desktop mode in the farther future. So, but we do have a little bit of what we've taught of how the user can do the stuff that we showed off for VR users, somewhat through desktop through controls.
But also, like, once you have other things like physics, like, we'll like do like more like even like more interactive version of the tutorial, very similar like a game, and there like shows up like what Neos can do.
Actually, Twy is saying, I mean like virtual screen for my desktop in VR, like virtual desktop but public. We've actually
That is a planned feature.
Yeah, we've discussed that. What is the process on that now? Of like, are we still not
It's
sure
on the
about?
roadmap, like,
Does the Unity engine have to be updated, or on its side?
No, that's physics. I thought it's actually good news on that one as well, is because the currently there's like a bug in Unity that's preventing us from upgrading to Beppo 2.
Mm-hmm.
And like doing the whole physics. They just confirmed they're backporting it to the version of like Unity that we're using, which means like once that goes out, like we can actually go ahead and continue with Beppo 2.
Right. So that would be for the Beppo physics. But what about for the screen share mode of being allowed? Because I remember it was talked about there being a possibility of something that you figured out or something that you thought might be possible through like NVIDIA, but what is it?
It's just a question of time, like just like a bunch of like things that need to be like resolved at once, so like there's not really anything specific on that one yet.
Okay. But it is possible to use what was it called from NVIDIA? What was the thing that allowed it? You know?
They have like a video encoder, but like for like it's called NVEnc.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a general feature. It's like Sony can actually take like a video, a texture, and encode it as a video to transfer to other users, and that can be used for lots of different things as well. Like for example, like even things like recording like in-game videos. So like you could like do something like this, and instead of just a screenshot, you record like a short clip.
Yeah.
But this is the same functionality that's gonna power like the screen share as well. It's like whereas you're able to take like the screen texture, like your desktop texture, and then encode it and send it like to other users so they can like see what you're seeing.
Yeah, and I think it would be once we do have something like that though, I think that that's going to be so amazing for like, let's say somebody just comes inside of Neos and they actually stream out their game that they're playing. Let's say they want to play World of Warcraft, they want to play Destiny, they want to play Overwatch, they want to play all their different games that they have in their library, and they can just sit inside of here with other friends, and it can feel almost like you're having like a LAN party with your friends. And I really do feel
or
like
for presentations.
Yeah,
like let's say like you want to have a
presentations,
PowerPoint presentation or show other users something, like, or you want to like watch some video together. It's gonna make it like really easy to share.
Yeah, it's
You can
just
look in Blender
it's
and
even
Neos.
yeah, that too. You could actually do development here, just
Photoshop,
all three. But yeah, we do have this planned out. It's actually, if you go on our Neos, if you go to neos.com and look on our list of different stuff that we have planned out, the screen share mode is a planned feature that we have on the checkmark list on our like top priority. So definitely a good question, but we will have that eventually one day here inside of Neos. And when that day comes, ooh, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I'm going to be playing some Cyberpunk 2077 here in Neos. and Frox will be playing a lot of Doom.
Oh, Doom.
I'll probably be playing in the full first though.
Doom.
And Beppu 2 physics, of course. Absolutely, yeah. We will be having Beppu 2 physics. I think that that's our high priority. We're just kind of waiting on it. That's a Unity fix that we have with that one for sure.
Yeah, but at least we know it's coming.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Oh, so they already got in contact and they said that they're working
Yes,
on
they
it?
said like they said it's planned for the version now.
Hallelujah. I'm so
What?
excited. The physics.
It's just stupid.
Yes, but it's going to be... Remember, that's just the
I can
integration of the
make
engine. It
things
wouldn't
once that
be
comes out.
the straight physics quite yet. It would be more...
An engine
just
upgrade.
Yeah, first.
an engine upgrade and also a high performance upgrade, so you can have a lot better performance here in 70, even more so than we have already.
It's gonna be like in several steps, like to full physics. That comes like as the last step.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Better collider calculations, stuff like that, right?
Mm.
Or better handling of colliders. I think that was one of the main things.
Nice to show a terminal or code editor in
Um,
VR. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you could do that.
It's gonna be more or less the same, like in some ways. It's gonna be like depends like what I mean too.
Rampa says, when screen share comes, I bet that Neos users will more or less ditch Twitch and play Neos. I mean, maybe. I mean, they could do both. That's what we're doing right now. Twice says, thanks for the detail replying. My mind is blown. I believe this game is more like the Oasis than the game Oasis. Hey, I kind of feel the same way because I feel like Neos is more realistic on that endeavor and making it so then, you know, like obviously I can't get shot and then I lose all my stuff or I lose all my items in my inventory. It makes it out almost like it's personalized like your own computer. Like that's the way that VR in my opinion should be treated. It should be treated just as open and freely as the internet is and not
and like an operating system as well too.
Yeah,
It's
and like an
supposed to be,
operating system.
instead of gamified, where you have like certain aspects limited to things, like you got like an inventory level system, certain equipment and that. It's like you have an avatar, you have all these different tools, you have all these different files, and like a game engine.
Yeah.
Ooh, I see Alex mentioned B-haptics. Yes, Frooks is getting a B-haptic suit. And yes, he will implement it once he has it.
Hey, I'm waiting for my Tesla suit because I think that electrotactile simulations of are much better than vibrotactile. But I mean, heck, considering with my armor, I think that B-haptics one would fit pretty well.
The
Though.
implementation is, like in NES is actually gonna be like very like general. So like I want to make it so it works across lots of like different suits. So you can have like different sources, and let's say you say something that's like turbulent, something's like warm, something's like cold, and whatever. Like if it's just like vibrations that are like they don't translate it to vibrations, but if the suit or whatever like haptics system is being used can actually simulate, let's say like warmth, it'll be able like to be like more accurate that way.
I wonder if
And like
B-haptics
you will
are...
have to like you will have to like do like different like implementations for like different suits, and use is kind of like gonna abstract you away from that.
Yeah, I think when we implement out or start thinking about implementing out haptic suits, that would be when a lot of consumers have that specific type of suit as well.
No, it's coming soon. Like the haptics actually sent us a certificate, so
B
it's
Haptics
coming
sent
very
you
soon.
one?
In yes. Yes.
Oh, cool. Oh, awesome. Well, then there you go, you guys. Anyone who has a B haptics, then I guess it's going to be implemented out inside of here in a proper way.
Yeah,
People
That's freaking
who
great.
have already owned one of those B-haptic suits have made it work and function inside of Neos using WebSockets,
Ooh.
which is really interesting. I know Gina made like a
That's a
video
really cool
on that.
thing. Like with WebSocket is like you can like integrate pretty much like any hardware yourself. But for like NEOS, we're kind of like looking for like a more like generalized like implementation. It's like the content creators can kind of rely on the system like being in place, and it also like forms sort of like abstraction layer. So you can like it doesn't matter what haptics the user is using, but like if you're a creator and you make a content that's sort of like haptics aware, it will work with lots of different suits. So like once we add another suite after big haptics, it will work. It will work like with existing content without any changes.
Yeah, and another awesome thing is actually people are saying "Go Jenna" inside the chat. Jenna, yeah. When I saw them, it was so weird because I actually like touched their back and they knew exactly when I touched their back. So it's like right immediately when my finger is like on their back, they could be like, "Oh, yep, I felt that," and I was like, "It's so cool, like having that little extra interaction inside of like a world."
That will be. Where did my tool?
And that's why.
Like a lot of like.
That's why I was saying, if already we have that kind of sensations already with like those vibro tactile chest haptic suits, like I can't imagine what will come forward with even more iterations of haptic suits and what we can really implement out here in NEOS.
The haptics are making like multiple suits, not just that vest though. I know that.
Oh, they're making legs?
Yeah, there's
As well
there's
as
multiple parts.
of course Tesla and OO.
Yeah, for me, I really like the idea of Tesla suits because they're, electro-tactile, so they just stimulate out the surface of your skin, so you can get like a lot more detailed sensations like wind or a lot better pressure sensations. So, haptic legs. Yes,
I actually want to like support like all kinds of like a different, lots of different like suits, lots of different like devices. And it's kind of like designed this way, so even like for example the lip tracking, the eye tracking. So like even if like we like originally implemented for a specific device, usually our implementation is like very abstract. So like once a new device comes in, it just works out of the box, and like you don't have to like really worry about like the specifics of for each one.
Oh yes, I'm doing through my POV.
Oh, what?
Can they have some
nice
fruit?
seeing you with the
Yes.
Bring me fruits.
with the face tracker.
He's like, I
again.
ate them all.
Salitan.
No kidding. Oh! Whoa. I felt that for a second. We're probably gonna see more
Bring a
laser tag
selection of
games. Oh,
fruits.
nice. Oh, thank you.
Fruits.
Guys, I can already feel it. My left index controller is going out because I'm spinning like that. Not good.
No controller drift.
Yeah, it's doing controller drift.
That's why I make my turning
More
on
fruits.
the opposite controller.
More fruits.
Just waiting.
And also, I wanted to show to you guys, when they first started out this world, you probably didn't get to see this, but when you first started this world, it actually has something even a little bit extra.
Oh.
So why don't you hit reset, Aegis, and also so there's the two buttons in the back. That way the camera can see it. So Aegis is actually going to reset it real quick. And do you see the button below it as well? There's another button. Yeah, there you go. So it actually shows the logo and then it morphs the UI. So that's actually what the real first thing that the new user is going to see. They're going to see this NEOS logo kind of like spinning all about and then opens through. And we might even add a sound effect to that later on as well. Makes them like, wow. Would love to know what happened to joysticks in the last 5 years that made drift a huge problem. I'm not sure.
Cheap parts.
It seems more like a design like bars, like because like I've got like I've got like new versions. I had like a lot of like problems with drifts on the like index controllers, but then I got like a newer version, and so far like they still seem like good. Like even after like using them for like several months. I think at least like half a year. So like they just had like a design defect or something like they didn't account for, and they had to fix it in the later iterations. But it definitely depends like on what kind of experience other users are having as well.
Yeah. Thanks for the spins, you guys. And World was saying, wasn't there going to be like a way to select an avatar in the tutorial world? Yeah, so they would be doing that over through inside the avatars room area, but we still are going to be doing a lot more redesigns to it. Right now, the only one that they would be able to equip is still the Neospot avatar, but we have some planned stuff for the future as for a redesign for the rooms. But right now we really wanted to focus on user basics, and we still had them very out of date for the older experience. Now we kind of got them all updated.
It's also like tying like into like some other like features that are like not implemented yet, like for example workshop, where people like will be able to submit items and avatars. Because once we have that, like once people can actually submit specific, for example, avatars into public, we can show like UI, we just list them out and, for example, source them by popularity. Yeah. And that way, like we can just show that like to a new user, like these are the most popular avatars. Use like a search bar. So the same way you find and search for worlds, you'd be able like to search for an avatar and just find one easily from like the global database.
Oh yeah. So if you guys would like to come inside, if you're actually even right now, later on, we probably during around Saturday, we'll be working on a lot of these things that already you guys even noticed out in chat that we'll be refixing out before we actually push it out. And then we'll also be doing out just a few more tweaks to it possibly before the push that hopefully we'll have out by Sunday. But if any of you also, at this point, if any of you would like to come here inside of the environment, just shoot me a message on Neos, just Nexulan, Nexulan, and I'll send you an invite. Or you can even ask an invite from Frox, or from Aegis, or from Veer, because anyone from here can invite. Twice says, any recommendations on learning? Any recommendations on learning to build myself a simple world with a beach? I would say if you're wanting a beach, you're definitely going to need a terrain. And if you have a terrain, I do have some water in my inventory that kind of like flows up and down. And you can even have ones where you can jump into the water and it splashes. And it's more about just like kind of like having the like models to kind of like bring in, or even just like you could even build out models if you really want to take the time and dedication to do it out inside of here. You could do it with the shape tip, and the shape tip is a really good tool because you can you know, just make out a block and make out different things and move it around and duplicate it if you need be. You can also align it through numbers through the inspector using a dev tooltip. World creation is one of my favorite things to do inside of Neos. If you ever need help with that, and if you're online inside of Neos, just shoot me a message, and I usually like to help people with building out their worlds. It's a fun thing to do. You
can also use the convex hull brush. Gonna make more rough shapes.
Oh.
But I'd say for the best way to make a beach, I'd say import different stuff. Actually, a good thing would be to use already inside the Neos Essentials. We have that umbrella that was made inside of here, which this umbrella is pretty nice, you know. Take that to the beach.
Use sand. I don't think we can apply it though.
You can even close it up and down.
I'm playing to
VR Sab, thank you so much for giving that gifted sub to Mr. Whitley. Also, if you make it really small, you can see it's for drinks too. See? But yeah, you can create quite a lot of different things, and yeah, if you want to make a beach world, I definitely wouldn't mind helping. But I think the most important thing you would need is a terrain, because unfortunately we do not have a terrain editor inside of Neos quite yet. But that is another planned thing that will be for Neos, is being able to just draw and make terrain inside of here, or even import terrain very easily. Space Cat 3D, thank you for the follow. I like your name too.
Everything is loading.
Welcome, Turk.
Hi,
nice to have you here.
Thank you. I feel welcomed. Thank you. Okay. I'm still loading. I see the clouds.
Twice says, yeah, I can add on with time, just learning how to get sand to go down to water properly. Yes, I'd love to hang out and learn to and create. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Try to like find some like different terrains, or even like see on Blender like how to build out terrain, because that would be if it was my opinion, if you wanted to make a specifically a beach world, you definitely need terrain, because that's like a key thing.
Alright. One of my downloads got bugged, so now I am standing on clouds. Yeah. That's okay though.
Maybe try swapping the locomotion, like swap in and swap out again. Maybe that might.
Is it that? No.
No. Oh,
Here,
okay.
let me leave it right. Oh, well, we're back. Okay.
You're good. Okay.
I see the
I got a
light.
question regarding the tone of translations. Where should I leave that? Says Dustin. Do you know what they would mean by the frogs?
Not really sure. I mean, like the tone of the language to use and such. Usually, like on the GitHub for translation on the NES locale, there's like a topic for each language. So I would like recommend like using it to talk with other translators for specific language and just like communicate like what kind of style like do you like feel works the best. It's kind of hard like to give us recommendations because like we don't like understand the other languages. So like we kind of rely on people knowing the language to choose something that fits.
Yeah.
But I just recommend like talking to the other contributors, like if there's like multiple of them.
Nice. Thank you for that answer, Frox. And World says, hi, says, you said you were planning a way to allow users to pay creators for avatars. Is there a plan for something similar for world or object creators? Yeah, absolutely. So instead
it's actually going to be the same system. Like the system, it's designed, well, we don't have like it fully, but like essentially the system is like designed to like be very generic. So like it doesn't really care what it is that you're selling or buying. It'll just work with everything. So you can like apply it to worlds, you can apply it to items, avatars, tools, whatever you make.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no. What?
I'll just put this on.
Oh.
Did you switch to your headless account by accident?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, I think the store system is actually going to be motivating creators to come here inside of Neos.
As soon as this started, so it's like.
Could you, if you guys, can you go like whisper? If like,
Sorry.
you're all good. But yeah, oh, it even makes a sound effect when you go in a whisper bubble now?
No.
Or was I just getting messages? Oh, no, I'm getting asked to be for invites. May I join the world? Oh, yes. Mad Max, you can join the world. And next, I heard you were letting people into the world too. Yeah, absolutely, Laz. You can join. Just be sure when you guys come inside here, if I'm still answering questions on chat and you're wanting to do side convo, just go in a whisper bubble. But yeah, you can check out the tutorial and you can check out like how it looks so far. And yeah, I'm very excited though about having a content ID system and a store system here inside of Neos, because you know that's going to really motivate our artists to come inside of here and make this not just a hobby, but make this their actual job, and make this a thing that really makes them an income for making out their cool content that they take a lot of time to work on. And they can profit from that from Worlds, they can profit from that from even doing events here inside of Neos, they could profit from that from selling out avatars, selling out items, objects, all that kind of sort of stuff. World says, I hope there can be ways to pay creators with like a donation model also. Oh yeah, we can already donate right now. We already have donations.
Send and receive currency, NCR.
Yeah, I just donated to
Neos.
somebody the other day to draw me to do like a commission for making out like a little piece of art. I'll actually show you it. They made a spray paint world, and they said if you leave a donation, they'll draw your name with like spray paint. So they kind of did a spray paint thing for me. So you can already kind of like commission people to like do stuff here inside of here, just using the NCR that we have. So there's already a currency here well established in Neos. We just don't have the store system, the content ID system established yet though. Which you need a content ID system in order to start selling malls. Otherwise, everyone could just grab a mall that's paid for and then just add it to their inventory like it's nothing. Also, welcome, Laz. Nice to have you here.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see you. I'm still loading in.
Oh,
Oh, for sure.
Move away my chair so I don't sit around lazily.
Yeah.
Good.
Eh.
Here, let me reset the tutorial. TS says, sweet, so soon we can all sell loot boxes in Neos. Oh, yes, I'm sure that's going to be great. Maybe have like a different random item that appears out from that loot box. If Neos,
random cursed fruits items.
if Neos was to do that though, we would just give them out for free. Like, loot boxes, they can be free. Or maybe actually that'd be a cool Patreon perk. Like, yeah, inside the Patreon folder, you'd have like a different item in the loot box kind of thing. Through cool items.
look
That
I
can
don't
access-
know like once they have the license system because they don't like allow creating sort of like unique objects that are bound to only a specific user.
That'd be really, really cool.
I will make some pretty cool stuff with that. Yeah, once these store systems within Neos, that's also already having. At that point, we will already have a system to share free items, objects,
Can I go in here?
avatars, and worlds as well too already. So.
Like the workshop is gonna be pretty much like a database of like all things, like anything that's not a world, like you can submit it into the workshop, and it's gonna be like either like paid item or it can be a free item. Like the system like won't really care. You don't like show whether it's like paid or not. You'll be able like to filter it based on it, but like the workshop is just like a database similar to the worlds where you can filter it by type, like avatars, tools. You can search based on keywords and just like in general like how to make it much easier like to find different things in else.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna save this.
There we go.
Ah.
Need some light on the scene. Oh yes, and inventory searches planned as well for you guys.
Yeah.
Yes, the inventory page
gonna be
within your
actually-
UI is going to be reworked.
It's gonna be actually like based like on the same system. Like that's one of the things I plan on doing is kind of extend the system I made like for the worlds, and essentially like making it like so you can search for, because right now like you can search worlds, but the underlying system it doesn't care if you're searching for world or not. Like it can search for anything. So the workshop, the inventory, it's all gonna be like based around the same core system with like few differences.
Rampa says maybe a paid entry system would draw artists like DJs to do Neos performances. Just an idea. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Definitely we can do that. I've thought about that many a times, and I think it would be really, really cool if that happened. Oxlab says what we need is more features and less bugs. Well, yeah, that's an obvious one. And gotta throw
Something
it,
every game should strive for.
and gotta throw in that kappa.
Oh.
My gosh. And we got our bubble buddies here. Here, let me join in the whisper bubble of bubble. Hi, here.
Here comes the Whisper Fairy.
Oh yes, my bubble does look my bubble does look like a little
I'll
fairy.
make mine bigger.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Fairy
Now you have an even bigger whisper bubble.
Are we all just gonna be in the bubble now?
Yeah, when you add on the bubble, it just like it's layer and layer and layer.
I need a whisper.
Or a
They
whisper
just kinda,
onion.
Like, combine.
Oh, whisper
like Metaball. Metaball whisper bubble.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh. Just come in here and be like, okay, what are we talking about?
You'll have a red onion.
Wait.
It's chain fruit.
I'm hungry,
Joy.
okay?
Turk, I think
Hey,
you're force
my
feeding yourself.
It's chain.
Oh,
Turk,
Wow.
Turk, you're gonna get fat. You better slow down.
99.
My gosh.
That'll be 10.99.
1099 KFC.
What?
I hear we said which thing.
That'll be 10.99.
Oh fuck.
KFC.
We got an ear runner.
Shorty's joined as well.
We're all literally.
Oh yeah, let's.
No, it's great. What are you talking about? We definitely wouldn't
There we
be able
go.
to do that IRL.
It's like, all right, everybody, break.
Yes, I feel like air has been, I have more ear now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome, Shorty.
Water.
What a way to greet people. Dog.
Do you want to mess around with the UI
Thanks.
chirk? See what's up with it? Because it spawns in front of the user like once you.
Yes.
I think it's actually the host that the item spawns out in front of. So it spawns in front of the user.
Discord email, so it just
Smooth.
Mm-hmm.
like how it uses the same like the story when you change.
Wait, do we have sound effects now?
A little bit.
Yes,
Yeah, we have sound effects
messages.
for voice messages and such.
Where's the ball?
Ball. It's in the host.
Could you send me a voice message, Frux? What does it sound like for voice message?
Here.
Is it the
have-
same,
It's the same.
same as just a regular
Thank
message?
you.
Oh, nice.
Who wants? Who wants?
I
some
like the
balls?
little
Say something you want.
I know. Really nice touch.
Yep. Go
Yeah.
ding.
Who did the balls?
Hello.
The sphere was something we found. I did all the effects.
Oh, Blue Boy Blitz is adding me as a
From
friend.
ages.
What the?
Oh yeah, blue one in here as well.
Oh, Blue
I was
wanted
actually in the
to
world with him
Blue
just now.
wanted to come inside here?
It makes
yeah,
a
I
new
can
one.
send an invite to Blue.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Just didn't want to bother you.
Oh, you can ask me anytime. You're all good.
Okay.
It's just sometimes when people do like side convo, like off on the side when I'm trying to answer questions on the stream, that it's kind of like it gets like they can't hear or something like that. But
I totally
don't
get.
know.
I tried to like play Slime Rancher while streaming today, and I got sidetracked all the time.
Yeah.
It's freaking Slime Rancher. Yeah, I needed to play that. Like as a slime, I need to play that.
Good idea. Is it a paid game? Does it cost money?
Oh yeah, but it's only like $8.
Nice. Does it have good? I'm guessing on Steam, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Does it have pretty good reviews?
It does, and it is really good. Like I played for
I
6
recognized
hours without
the,
noticing today. It's really good.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, the slimes are hella adorable.
It always feels great when you find that one game where it actually like you feel like
I already
your
had
money's
the
worth
window
when,
open, so I didn't play
Yeah.
anything.
playing it.
Definitely.
Also, welcome Blue Boy Blitz. It's my first time meeting you. Hello.
Welcome. Blue.
Ow, I hit my
But I was
table.
saying, I
Nice.
was thinking earlier that this I
I'm new, I joined
recognized the
like
beer.
Monday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I really like your
I
character
really
as well.
in
Thank
I like
you.
it, though. Good.
Hold on. I got it.
Very unique looking enough.
Thank you.
Was that already
It's
addressed?
blue.
No,
Like me.
Yeah.
Inside and outside.
Oh no, here we go. That's. I'm sure everyone comes at you with that song anyway, so you're just wanting to get it out of the way.
People actually been coming in more, and they're like, they just
Sure.
wanna, they just wanna use
It's not my
the
theme
lyrics, wanna do
song.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to learn.
It's
but
not my
it's
theme
like
song, word.
they-
Blew his house with the blue
I guess if
Blue
they
little window and a blue cord.
experience of it.
you got
wait,
it started.
no. Stop saying
got
that, or
it
otherwise
started.
we'll get
One
the
thing I definitely see
DMs.
with
Yeah.
I can definitely see this being like very fast.
You know how that goes.
Like if you just like,
Yeah, I met him actually.
I'm gonna go through now.
I met him at an Avatar creator meetup, and he's been doing stuff for VR chat, and yeah, it's been really nice in news for him so far as I've heard.
Wait, does this keep going?
Great. Yeah, if you want to look around the space,
I'm
you got a
learning
lot.
so fast.
What are you doing, Turkey?
I'm learning.
Yeah, if you could read that fast, then I would be concerned.
You know what? Speed reading is a skill.
Downloading the information.
If someone could do that, then that would be really impressive.
Well,
Like-
Turk has
I know some
special
food.
eyes.
Yeah,
My brain.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Turk has
Whoa.
special eyes.
There's actually so many people that came inside here because it's like invite. Here, I'll just be sure to make the limit inside here though like 15, just that it doesn't go too crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes, the bubbles.
What happens when you bring in all your friends?
You got the group. Oh, your microphone's giving out. Yeah, your mic is giving out, my dude. I'm sorry to say. Oof.
The sounds are very Star Wars. It just fits.
Turk is Johnny 5. Yes. When two blue boys meet.
Yes.
Two blue boys. Excellent. Doesn't teleport you out yet, though. We Rayuvi, let me show you this. The stream caught this. Let me show you just so then we don't forget. Come over here. So Rayuvi was an incredible help with this UI. He basically designed a lot of this out. But if you see right here, I think we misspelled height with that one, and as well as I guess for whatever reason when you try to do the duplicate and delete with this one,
Sometimes it does it instantly.
or yeah, like when you delete it out, it does it instantly. For something like that.
Yeah, I wish we did just make that last night, but
Yeah.
definitely work on that.
Yeah, so kind of like we can do like a few more tweaks to it out, but already people were super impressed on stream about having this because it's going to be so much better now for the new users that come inside of Neos, because before we didn't even really have that much of like a layout for basics for this, and now I feel like they're going to really learn the key core things. It's so great.
Yes, I'm very excited.
If I had leap motion, I would.
Good to you. Repeating the party from last time, I guess. I mean, that's what happens when you have more than 10 people in a world. It turns into a party.
I didn't see it mentioned, so I figured I'd double check. Inventory. Public folders. I feel like having a note for that would be good.
Yeah, let's see their heart rate. It's their heart rate's 120 right now. Or no, yeah, 119. Oh, that's actually going on. It's because you were jumping up and down. Do some jumping jacks, boy.
Oh my god.
Wow. Hey, now it's going up good. Excellent. Yep, 121. Beautiful.
Do you want some water?
Oh my god.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
She was like, oh, I've been having so much anxiety. Yeah, I actually have a heart monitor on mine too, but it's not plugged in right now.
Something that has like that public folders are a thing. I don't know where you can fit it. Or if you don't want to fit it, that's fine.
Nice to see you, Theo. Theo's our video editor, and he's actually we worked on the videos together, doing out all these takes and shots.
Knowing what they are is somewhat essential.
It was a lot of hard work, but we did a really good job at filming this. The controller claps.
Yeah, it's just tricky for me to text for that because there's already a lot of text down there, and we'd have to figure out how to crunch it in.
Dustin says, how do you request an invite? If you want to be invited to the world, just add me as a friend at NEXULAN, Nexlin. We have 2 more spots though for 2 more invites because the world is getting heavies. But if you send me a friend request and add me, then I will. Let's see. I think I got a friend request already. Yeah, from Bloogie.
The kind of design scheme I was going behind this was teach the basics, let them figure out the more.
There you go. I sent them an invite.
The extra stuff kind of.
Dustin is 27 materials.
Naturally want to explore and figure out.
Oh no.
Like saving public folders in your inventory. I think they'd learn.
Add Nex and ask him for one. Yep. NEXULAN. Excellent.
That's actually kind of cool.
But we have only 1 more spot.
Did you do it with a pencil? You? Someone did this, like someone drew me, and then like I turned the drawing into an avatar.
Actually, that's not bad.
I know, right?
Yeah, that actually looks really good.
See,
I forgot who did it, but they were really talented.
I'm gonna have to do
They
this.
did one of Aegis too. Let me res out Aegis.
Yeah, let me see Aegis. They had a lot of time on their hands inside of Neos.
System for myself.
Oh, look at that.
Like, look at that. That's like.
It's Aegis.
great.
What, do they just have to stand still?
Speak right.
That's gonna be weird.
I can imagine Avis just being completely still for this and just be
Oh
like,
my
I'm not
god.
moving.
What?
That's so cute, right?
That's
It's
actually
great.
impressive. Holy shit.
It feels like the three, but it's like, yeah, that does look really cool.
Aegis.
How long
Ashton
did I
did
just
it.
have to be AFK
Ashton.
for that?
Good job, Ashton. Nice,
That's wonderful.
nice character drawing skills.
Did you see?
Oh, that was Ashton?
Yeah. Rampa says, by the way, what are your thoughts on building a Neos museum and documenting Neos history there? Frock said it would be possible to do. Yeah, I think that's a cool idea. I think that'd be great. Then it'll be even more Ready Player One, right? Have a whole entire, like, 3D diagram of the history of Neos. You could have normal museums and art museums inside here, too. You could experience the world's most expensive art, you know, just in VR for free.
Yes. Wait, can I say that too?
If you want, go for it.
Thank you. Yes, I love these fruit.
It's the extra long one.
I learned about particles.
Yeah.
That's the subway. That's the subway sandwich.
The Subway sandwich. Yeah. Man, imagine a Subway sandwich that big though.
I am very
Right?
careful with particles. I know they're.
Oh, I've seen them. I would probably
they
have a
need-
heart attack afterwards.
3-foot subs. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh my god.
I want a 3-foot sub.
You better
The
have
only
a
way,
fast
and
metabolism
only,
system.
the only place I'm getting a good one is in Chicago.
Chicago.
Chicago. Food is delicious.
Room for ants.
I should have labeled the stream as we were going to be eating on stream.
Wait, who's that?
But I really hope you guys have enjoyed this so far of us, you know, kind of giving you a little sneak preview of everything here inside of Neos and all of the hard work that we've been doing for the past couple of weeks to make this a better experience for everyone who comes inside of here, because nothing we want more than to have new users coming in the experience and feeling comfortable with it and making sure that you can invite your friends over without having to like kind of handhold them through stuff. You can have them know all the basics, and then you can start helping them through more complex things. Rampa says, and my idea was to maybe present the history of Neos in change layout MTC 1.0. I think that would be a nice reuse of the original design. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, to be honest with you, the original Neos hub, it was special looking. It didn't even really have that much detail. There's actually the original Neos hub that we had where you had to enter out worlds, you had to use world orbs. You didn't have a UI, you didn't have all this stuff that we have now. It was a process for how it was. So the MTC 1.0 was actually the real true redesign of the old hub. Or actually, we even have the other Neos hub that got anyways, there's been a lot of like fixing out, but I'm glad that we're having it revamped and better for the new user experience. But yeah, definitely you can use, actually you guys have free access for all the models inside here. If you want to use these models or use these assets for any of your own type of designs or own type of stuff of making out Neos worlds, you can use it. We're free and open. Like you can put on developers tooltip on here inside of the world, and you can, you know, use whatever you'd like here or other assets type of things to build out whatever you want. Absolutely. I see someone has the
I'm quoting that. I'm the queen.
Did you hear that?
Babies.
Did you get that on stream?
No, I didn't. What?
Oh shit.
What
Cursed thing that Turk just said.
Turk, what'd you say? And why was it cursed?
I am an ant.
He's gonna blame the babies.
So Laz said, gave me a really big donut. I ate the donut, and then Mac called me fat. But then I said, of
Why are you
course,
so
I'm
small?
an ant. I'm sassy and I'm the queen. I gotta make babies.
Oh my gosh. Special.
It's RP, I promise. It really is.
Does anyone
You're
have...
so tiny, my good.
Wait, is that
still
somebody in
Mr.
there?
Bubble.
With the,
That's
I
Shorty.
think it's Shorty.
Yeah, Shorty's inside there.
Yeah, it's Shorty.
That's interesting. I thought they
Shorty,
still-
what are you doing? What is on you?
Is it just me, or is the floor constantly reappearing and disappearing?
Get out of no clip.
Are you
Yeah,
not?
No.
Yeah. Oh.
Whoa!
Wait, does it?
Yikes.
Do that when you go into
Yeah.
Resemblance is uncanny.
Fair enough.
It only renders
Truly.
what it needs to at one
There we
time.
go. There's the sassy face I remember.
Even has my grappling hook on it.
I am a very tall boy. Poker face.
I'm gonna save this. Where is the folder?
What am I...
Let's save that. Neos brush art. There we go. I have a folder specifically for that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Not to disturb, but do I sound better?
Yeah, you sound much better.
Okay, cool.
You're good.
We're adding Veer to this tutorial now.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone gets their own custom Veer in the tutorial. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
am the tutorial here. The
Yes.
tutorial.
10 portions of chicken tenders is going to take at least 30.
Rampa says, is it just me, or are there more people that think that adding some casual streams to the official Friday one wouldn't hurt, like Neo streams? I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Like having another extra stream. I think that's what they're saying, like a casual one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Trying to do something like that.
I mean, the only reason normally we would actually have those, or even on Wednesdays we would even have like other streams. But I actually do want to get into the mode stream where it's just sometimes when you're like with other people, you know, you don't know how they're gonna react if they're on stream or not, and I just want to be comfortable
Plus,
for other people.
like copyrighted content could be anywhere, so
Yeah. It's actually
Yeah.
good that you guys kind of keep it more of like official format.
yeah.
Yeah.
This majority
Jelly
stream
says,
and
"Fine that I can join." Yes, Jelly, you may join. I will send you an invite.
to the vlog with Turk, you know?
What?
You want to say something to the vlog? You know?
What? Wait, what do you know? What is happening?
I'm having to scroll through my big friends list right now.
I might be able to.
But yeah, we have done casual streams before in the past, but it's just we've been so busy with stuff like obviously building out this whole area and doing out a whole bunch of other things that it's kind of hard to do streams out on a daily basis or whatnot. But we will always, for no matter what, always have streams during Fridays.
I have heard the call.
The hospital.
I was gonna say, you speak slime, not squeaker.
Hopefully you get out of work soon, Renari.
You do?
Yeah, the party's syncing up, yeah.
With all those
I got
bubbles, I'm
proof
pretty
here.
sure they would have to understand squeak.
Where is that?
Say hello to the
That
stream.
would be amazing.
Oh no, your bit rate went up right when you said
no.
hello.
You sound just like Claptrap for a second. That was funny.
I quit.
You're like, I quit. Well, I mean, hey, that came up clearly. Oh, oh
You know
my
what?
gosh. Yeah, now you guys can see why we have sometimes the
Can you
world's
squeak
locked
for
down.
like, my name is.
I try that.
It can get crazy quick.
Love
Insane
that,
in the
that's great.
membrane.
Oh! You did say squeaker. How
Did it a lot easier than I expected.
I heard you curse me out on a cuss word. I heard that.
We'll also
Go through.
go kind of like through another run through and even like talk about this through like YouTube. We can make like a YouTube video showing off
Hold on.
the whole use of the Neos dashboard.
adapt.
This
Oh, definitely.
is a beautiful world.
Really is.
It needs some more blue.
They just did a fantastic job.
Needs more blue. Yeah, you'd be the one to say. Look, it's blue. It's blue right
You're
now.
already on blue
Let's
drugs.
turn
Calm
purple.
down.
Let me tell you, I'm not even fully loaded yet, and this already looks beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Jelly.
Oh my gosh.
I became mean.
Neat.
That'd be super hot. Bullet.
Revenge, can you quote Claptrap?
Hey, that's the nice thing about Neos is if I really wanted to control out the experience, I can. I can even mute other users if I really want to, but it's okay, it's fine. I can also, you know, if I even wanted to, yeah. You have full control inside of Neos as to what happens, which is great. You just don't have control of others. That's something that you'll never have control over.
Fruits is just all crumpled in the plants.
Oh, is that where you went?
Someone get a picture. Someone get a good picture of it.
I made one.
I can't get up there.
Ah, heck, there was the scaling thing.
I got a picture myself.
Well, guys, we now know we have fruits. So we have fruits fish, we have fruits. Now we got a fruits plant.
Fruits flower.
Why is he in the planter though?
He just went AFK in there.
Oh, lovely. You are what you eat after all. Frick you, chat.
This is officially my new favorite feature.
You guys always gotta give me a giggle.
Being able to take pictures with my camera.
Yeah.
Now that I can use it. Yeah, now that I can use it.
This is beautiful. I like the buttons, and then like it shows like an animated image of like how to use the menus and stuff. That's great.
Yep, this image is
That's gonna
actually
be-
we optimized it so it's just all one video. So this is all one video, but it's using logics to play different sections of that one video. So that all they have to download is that one scene, and then they can have all these clips to kind of like, because I feel like people are more
optimization work is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I just woke up.
Oh, you're all good.
And my frames are, as you can tell, not the best.
All good. Do we need to get you the potato badge?
Yeah, get me the potato badge.
Yes,
Well-
absolutely. You can definitely request for that if your computer's a potato inside of Neos, so that people are aware of your
I
potato
didn't know
state.
there was a thing like that.
There is. There 100% is. If you have a really bad PC and you let us know that you have a really bad PC, we'll give you the potato badge.
I don't have a really bad PC. My PC should be fine with this. Is it my graphics card? I assume.
Maybe.
Because it's a GTX 1060.
No, 1060 is fine. Is your CPU good though?
Yeah, it's a Ryzen 7 like 3600X.
Okay. I'm not sure if that's good or not. But
It's good enough.
it's good enough. Okay. Well, what's your frame rate like right now? Because for me, I'm getting 30.
I'll check.
It
should. Ooh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, you
7,
yeah, you're in the desktop
4.
with the
Yeah. 4, 7.
47? Oh, then yeah, 47 frames is great.
Not 47. No. 4 or 7.
Oh, 4 or 7 frames. Oh,
20 on
that's pretty low.
Yeah.
Anything below 20 is not a fun
Yeah,
times.
you are also moving in that.
You're so cute.
Very choppy.
Yeah, for me, I see everyone else moving smooth. You're going like the
Yeah.
What usually solves the problem temporarily is if I switch in between worlds and then come back. It's really weird.
Yeah, the AFK post photos never gets old, right?
No.
It's interesting. Oh yeah, my laser doesn't work with my laptop.
Yeah, Jelly. Yeah, you're also Jelly.
I'm alive. I can hear voices.
No, what do you mean?
Ooh, I can hear voices.
That might be the
How
case.
many more
Waltz.
Yeens are in here?
What?
I think you guys are
just
the
me,
only
as far
ones.
as I know. Just wanted to poke you because you're Yin as well.
How sweet.
Now I can tell
You've
my
been
friends
caught in
that
a
I made
trap,
it into the
yeah.
Neos VR official
It
stream.
actually kills me. That's
Whoa.
interesting.
Yeah.
Whoa, what are you guys doing? Calm down, calm down, calm down.
Oh, I thought we were at a cage match.
Oh, actually, let me show off this wall on stream so far. You can see we have this nice like layering effect, and if the user tries to walk out of it or tries to grab their way out, they won't be able to get out until they complete the tutorial.
And they die.
No, that part doesn't happen. I mean, eventually, but we don't talk about that.
In that case,
Oh yeah, well,
Every
Jax
time they
is
touch
a
the
yin.
world, they get
And you know
more
what?
KFC.
I am a yin. Wow, I'm a yin.
Trying to take a picture of the roof. The roof is pretty cool, I do have to say. Excuse me.
Switch to another world and come
All fruit is
back.
back.
Like that usually fixes the problem.
I made it
Yeah.
by leaning through.
Go do that real quick.
Hey,
killed me
check
earlier.
this out.
Oh, you got a helmet.
Walk
That's
around
cool.
Hey.
Modeled it yesterday.
I think you just.
Oh, nice.
I don't know, like walking through.
Boo.
I do like your helmet as well, Ravy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
it's really good.
So this needs to be hexagons.
Oh, that's some point.
Settings.
Hexagons are bestagons.
Can you
Best guns.
Yes.
Guns are best.
No, it's spreading.
Anxious.
Fuxias.
Okay.
Pew.
Hello.
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 This actually shows all my systems. Oh, it is a shield.
Yeah.
It's not to be hexagons.
Like that actually covers
do the rotating on the ring
It needs to be
next.
hexagons.
Okay.
It's because
Since Sir
hexagons,
requested it.
hexagons are bestagons.
I have to lean sideways too.
I'll actually add 0G inside of here.
Hexagons.
I'm sure people remember this one.
What?
I'm surprised Angel isn't inside of here commenting on my fact about talking about chocolate milk.
I've
Or
been
milk chocolate.
murdered.
Let's see.
So when it's on my back, you can just see how much I'm dying.
Adding in 0G locomotion. Whoa.
Oh. What?
Oh, I made it up here.
Oh, I guess it doesn't have colliders.
No, they don't.
Oh. Yeah,
That's
I was
probably
thinking like
for
Bioswap.
optimizations reasons, which is sad. But you know what I can do to fix that? Just for right now, I'll try to click it and hit it. Oop. Oop.
His name is
Oh.
Neos. I never see him
Ah.
online. Every time I send a message.
Thanks. Well, actually, like one time I did like come online with it. I logged in into the
Yeah, it
DNS
doesn't even
account.
have even any
And like
colliders at all.
I actually logged into the account once and it started like receiving all the messages it ever got.
Yeah, don't get me started about talking about macadamia nuts.
Didn't even finish. Well, technically, like for
Loading
the
is
premise
already
system, it's
there,
just a
nice.
normal account, so.
There's a stun gate.
Whoa. Here we go.
I am not
I'm dead.
I'm not touching my space bar at all.
Like you know, like the system messages, like messages.
I need a bunch of fingers.
Since the announcement.
There's also a really subtle.
It's a lot of fun just floating in 0G.
When the cage is up,
The messages
text to the doors is invisible, so that it doesn't distract you. And when the cage starts lowering, they fade in
messages,
left to
like
right.
respond to the monthly IPEN messages. And, like they'll say like kind of rude things and be like, "Bitch, give me more money," and stuff like that.
What are you guys talking about? Bitch, give me more money.
Look at the-
what are
look
you
at-
talking
look at the
about?
line next.
Oh my gosh.
Remember that time you let me log in? I'm just.
Hello, Blue Boy.
Hello.
Wait, do I have 0G in
I'm
here?
at the side.
I never logged into the Neo spot.
Oh,
Will, thank you
yes.
for the 5 bits. Also, hello, showing you love. You're awesome, Will.
It's sideways.
How dare.
What?
Yes. I'm floating. Oh, c'est la vie. Oh, c'est la vie. Oh, thanks, Will. Woo! Spin, you say? Ah!
Oh, you can also press back.
Thank you for the
biddies.
But I'll show you later.
And there they go.
That's a nice little touch.
Geodos also notice when it goes all the way down, it just goes, it stops and then it goes down, straight down.
Did you guys set that up with Logix, or did you actually have the link set up for you ahead in time?
That's funny.
Logics.
I don't know if I've seen something similar like this.
We had to get the 10 perfect.
Yes.
Can you make
Ground bouncy like Aegis? I should be standing up for this.
I'm trying to think what else feedback wise
Oh, hello. You're up here now too.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'd probably go for a stroll on the ceiling.
Oh, good idea. It's a wonderful place to be. It's also very trippy when you look down at it down this way.
Let me tell you, Perseus, you developed great software. I love this place. Yeah.
Yes, memories, Rampa, memories.
Keep up the hard work. I'm giving you money for it. I'm a patron.
Imagine flying midway only to get Zeused. Oh no.
I can't wait for it to get to a point.
Don't make my imagination turn reality.
I'm already trying my hardest. Like every time I go anywhere else, like just, I don't know, like when people bring me into VR chat or something, I can't help but talk about Neos. Like, hey, have you heard about Neos? You can do all that in there.
It's why I'm here.
Just do my sales pitch. Yeah, exactly.
Let's go
I
blue.
met Blue at an avatar creator meetup, and I was like, I tried so hard not to talk about Neos, but at some point, I think we mentioned Neos briefly. And I was like, okay,
I
come
don't
over here,
even
we need to
mention it
talk.
in VR chat because I know it's like talking about politics over there.
Yeah, sometimes it
Hold
is,
on,
because
one
sometimes
Krabby
people are
Patty.
like, hey, no, we can't from VR chat Neos.
Have you learned about our Lord and Savior Neos? Our Lord and Savior. Oh, Savior. Renard. Oh my god. Did you find that funny? That was Renari said in chat. Our Lord and Savior.
Yes.
Oh.
Stick to my face.
Boy, your bitrate be so high. We're gonna have to fix that. You know what it really is? It's the Rift S mic. You have the Rift S, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Rift S mic.
Sometimes I have a knife, sometimes
We gotta get you an up that. We gotta upgrade that headset for you, boy. You need that Index or an HP Reverb G2 or something like that. I don't know. Something with a better mic. Hey, look, it's Next Mix. Good, unpredictable.
That was a sound. I'm never gonna be able to do that sound.
Let's read the back of the bag, shall we? Because, you know, we're all about those, you know, the nutrition facts. We have -1 calories. We have 0% plus -5 saturated 0 gram trans fat. Cholesterol, nope. Extra salty sodium. What? My eyes. And sugar is null. +1 to charisma. And a bunch of miscellaneous other ingredients and stuff. Coming fresh to your snoot. Excellent flavor. Perfect snack for a rave. Delicious.
How are you going to interact?
Will's like, what the heck?
To use your lasers and then like the keyboard pops up every time you touch a text field?
Yeah, that's what I'm after goal is like.
I could imagine like
What are you doing?
red light, green light thing with this.
Oh, completely.
Just like use it for a screen and just use your physical mouse.
just like
I
red
want
light,
that system.
And then like green light, red light, you just see Turks
Oh,
doing
that
this.
was this.
Red light.
Oh my gosh.
This is
Can
like
you
the
move?
equivalent of like
Like, can you like
On your
appear
phone,
somewhere
you're
else?
just like, can't hear you, break it up.
Very useful stuff. I can imagine that especially being used during education.
Wait, no.
What? No. Aegis!
You just got hit.
Aegis! No! How dare you, chat? Aegis! No!
Hey, Chai, if you subscribe, you can Zeus Aegis as much as you want.
Oh no.
You know it.
Thank you.
Hey, where's my spark of electricity? Guys, leaving
Actually,
me
this
out.
isn't even a 3D mall. This is a flat image. Pretty trippy, huh?
People in their life.
It looks like it's 3D, isn't it?
No, I mean like it's people in the chat. It's like they zip us, we'll zip them.
It's a bitty.
Right, it kind of looks like that, but I don't think this one is exactly as a bit.
Making machine.
Imagine somebody sitting like in a chair, like watching the stream. Something like that.
Nah.
Does your ooze get hot? Does it start to boil?
Don't laser me.
Oh my gosh, that seems a little intense.
No, I'm more like gummy. I like just start to melt, you know.
Oh,
Careful, you're gonna put someone's eye out with that.
No.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, let's start with you.
Oh,
Now see, it's okay because this doesn't have the same light frequencies as a real laser, so even I can do it. It's okay.
I need some heelsies.
Yeah. Heal them up.
What major optimization works are gonna
Actually,
go
that would be
into
another good chat command.
installing
Is
the
like you give a
future?
health potion, it heals the person or something like that. Like it does like a little plus.
I got it. It's
Kind of effects.
Worcestershire sauce. That'll help.
Oh no.
Hey, what's up?
Oh
my gosh.
Like for interactions. We have other things like the very rare updates. So like for example, avatars like further away, they will actually update at a lower rate because like for example, there's so many people behind you and like you don't really see them. So
Negus, have you looked up yet?
they're the same rate as design, for example.
Have you looked up yet?
Wow. Amazing. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I feel like that. I feel like that's even worse than me looking down sometimes. Oh my gosh.
You know what they say? The hardest thing to do in video games is get a player to look up.
Things are faster as well.
Well, made me look up.
I also C++. Like whatever to use the like neural net file.
But very funny.
For example, like runtime. There's a whole bunch like even like just general optimizations, making the algorithms faster, like
I imagine eventually, like after like all the major ones are worked through, like I'm sure like one could handle about like let's say 30 people at once.
I'm gonna like even do more because like a lot of food optimization is like how it's kind of like scaling. So if you have more of let's say 80 people, usually you don't see
Yeah,
all
that's
the
true,
80 people
Rampa.
at once, or you need to see them at the same like level of fidelity. There'll be like people who are like for example in other
Hey,
rooms,
when
they
it's
can
on
do
Twitch, it's there
optimization.
forever. Right, Rampa?
Like they can do, like,
When those people are in other
Will
rooms, those
Will
people
says.
will not
Actually, let
be
me just go.
rendered.
Will says. So next, what are you and the crew working on? Oh, actually, yeah. This was you just coming inside. If you're Will, what we're working on right now is showing off. We kind of showed off in the beginning of the stream. If you are catch up the beginning of it, we did a walkthrough of the whole environment for showing off the new MTC. It's basically a revamped MTC, which is a new user experience.
Meme is like someone just someone just looking up in the distance.
Here,
and,
here,
like, just,
here.
like,
Wait, let
people-
me make sure. Okay, there you go. So yeah, what you're able to do is you're able to have a whole brand new user experience where it actually spawns out items for them to interact with and basically learn the basics of Neos. And we didn't have this previously, and this was a very confusing aspect to when new players would join. And basically, we just are showing it off today and showing what has to be done out with it. But hopefully, we'll have this released for new users by Sunday. So that's what the crew and I have been working on. But if you want to see more about it and what it's really looked like, you can go back to the beginning of this stream later on and kind of see, you know, what we're doing out for it and showing off. And usually, you guys, when we like show off some of the, like a lot of stuff, sometimes we, you know, we'll have it set up. Who put SpongeBob's hat on me? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. We also have basically what the UI kind of teaches about. It just teaches about UI and how to interact with stuff and how to like scale your avatar or learn locomotion. So, you know, the key core things that every new Neos user should learn, you know. Looks really impressive. Thank you, Will. I'm glad that you like it so far. We also even have like the brand new room hallway areas. Let me just show you real quick. If you get closer to the flower, you can see the flowers open in and out. So it has this quite really beautiful effect. There's also, if you get closer to the water, it makes a waterfall sound effect. And we have like the little nice hallway with a bunch of different fruits. Yep.
No.
I think you have a new stream screenshot to haunt you. Thanks, Rampa. Hey, I don't mind. If at the end of the day, like, sure, we do this for you guys to like learn about what we're doing at Neos, but at the end of the day, we're also here to just have fun and also just enjoy. So any time when funny stuff happens on stream, I usually like that. So I might act like, oh, you know, I don't enjoy it, but I'm just doing that as a sense of like, oh, brother.
He looks at this stuff.
It's like being messed around with your friends or something like that, where they're just joking around. It's all for fun.
Like playing Nexalon's tail when you're not paying attention.
Shoo you. But we're gonna be ending off the stream though pretty soon, you guys, probably in about a couple of minutes. I just wanted to again say thank you so much for everyone who has helped out this project and really shaped it up to this way to where we can actually keep continually working on it and improving it out for the new users. And not only that, once we start getting it really a lot better for the new users and we start having a lot of people coming in through because of the whole desktop features that we'll be adding in next year, all those will be situated out to where we'll really want to be start putting it in focused onto the community and what we can provide to the community for creation tools, such as the terrain editor or 3D model sculpting inside of VR and a whole bunch of cool aspects inside of Neos that are really going to be coming out a lot of more of next year. Really, we wanted this year to focus on UI and focus on performance and focus on basically the key things that people were saying that the Neos experience was too hard or difficult to understand. We want to be able to like smooth that out, and I think the process that we've done out for 2020 has been really, really good, but 2021 is going to be the real, you know, when the rubber meets the road for creatives and for people who want to make some really awesome and amazing content that people from all realms and will enjoy and be inside of here, and such as you know, like let's say if we make a racing car game, then anybody wanting to just play a racing car game inside of Neos, they could do that sort of stuff inside of here once we have the physics and all that wonderful great thing. Also, I think Aegis got exploded. Thanks for that, Will. I'm sure Aegis enjoyed that.
Just wanted to say now at least they can't complain about Neos doesn't have a tutorial anymore and stuff, you know?
Yeah. So, Flux, we're going to be ending off the stream. Would you like to say goodbye to stream and whatnot? Here.
Okay.
Let me go on third-person perspective.
One thing that I know a lot of people run into is like
So you can, yeah. If you'd like to talk on stream or just even let chat know any of the final things before we like end it off about any more possible things that will be out for the beginning of the tutorial side or any other additional stuff that you might be working on. But yeah, we'll hopefully have this out for you guys by Sunday. Sunday is when we're gonna be getting it out by.
Well, one important thing is also like, for example, for the welcome screen, I also want to add at least the one extra screen, which is gonna have some very basic settings, like for example, choosing between snap turn and a smooth turn. I think like we also have them choose like height and like the primary controller. If you think of any like other like settings that you think that new users should definitely pick before like they continue Neos, like let us know. We try to like keep it minimal, so like a lot of stuff they can adjust after in settings, we'll leave it out, but anything that they might kind of frustrate them, like for example if people like don't really like smooth turn or they don't like snap turn, you can choose right away. Also like another important thing is like once the tutorial is like released, we still like be doing like updates to it, so like feel free to like submit feedback even afterwards. Like it doesn't have to be like constrained just before it's out.
close time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Yes. Well said. And thank you so much, Water. Thank you for saying that we had an awesome stream. And I hope you guys have an awesome Friday. Get something good to eat and get some water. Get hydrated. And I love you guys. Hearts for all of you. And I can't wait to, what you guys think of it even more so when you invite your friends over here to try out Neos and say, oh yeah, now Neos has this awesome tutorial that you can learn how to use it. And if you have VR and you don't have Neos installed, it's so amazing already what you can do inside of here. And definitely I want you guys to be able to see that magic of like already the incredible things that we can do in VR and not to be like limited with our experience. So the more people that we bring inside of here, the more that this platform grows out, and it will be just so awesome once the new users feel like they're comfortable inside of here. And thank you guys again so much. Will says, Neos, may you have a head pat command someday so I can head pat both you and Frox. Yes, I know that is a very highly requested Twitch chat function, and I think we will have an exclamation mark pat. And it'll have like we just have to find the hand model, and we have to make the hand model go like that, and I'll go pat 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 pat. It'll be pretty fun. But yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and thank you for staying with us. Love you all. And Frox is super grateful as well for all of the support that we've had so far. So thank you again.
Thanks so much.
Yes, hearts for all of you. Peace, everyone.